What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is part 9 of my Visual Basic series, and in this video I'm going to be going over the case statement. And the case statement is really just a variation of something we already know, the if statement. It just sort of lends itself better to certain coding situations. Okay, there's nothing you can do with the case statement that you can't do with an if statement, but the case statement is just sort of easier to use sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and just make a variable real quick. For sake of demonstration. Okay, so x is 5. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the syntax for the case statement. So a case statement is started with the keyword select case. Okay, select case. And then you're going to declare what variable we're going to be comparing. Okay, so I'm going to be comparing x. Okay, hit enter, and now it automatically puts in that end select. And in here, I'm just going to be declaring a bunch of cases or a bunch of conditions that the variable x is going to be checked against. And cases are really just a bunch of else ifs, okay? Here they're just called cases. So I'm going to say case, and then after I'm going to put the condition, okay, that x is going to be checked against. Now, by default, it's just equals. So if I put case 1, this is triggered if x, the variable we're comparing, is equal to 1. Okay, so here I can just put, real basic, I'll just say x is 1, right? But again, that's the default, all right? I can sort of customize if I want. I can say case is greater than 10. Right, case is greater than 10. Now I have, a case is greater than 10. So x is greater than 10. Okay, and you just put, a bunch of cases in here. There's also the case else, similar to the, exactly the same as, the else and if, which just means, if none of the above are triggered, then you just sort of go to this. So, none triggered. And that's really all there is to the case statement, okay? As you can see, it's sort of, less typing, instead of every condition specifying what variable is being compared, you sort of declare the variable once at the top, and then you can declare it, just a bunch of times. And these, again, are simple, but, the same sort of thing exists here as you have in the if statement. You can use the ands and the ors and all that good stuff. But yeah, this is the case statement, and it's sort of useful if you're comparing like one variable against a bunch of different values. Like say you have say you have a variable that's going to be equal to 1 to 10, and you want to print out like a personalized message for each thing or something like that. Case statement is probably the better option here. Okay. Again, it's not something you need to use. If you feel comfortable using the if statement, you can just stick to it. But it's just sort of an easier way to do things, and it's less, it's less work, it's less time, it's less typing, and it's also a little easier to follow, right? If you have a bunch of different things, an if statement with a bunch of else ifs is just sort of not as easy to follow as this would be. But again, it's just an option. It's there for you to use. It's good to know what it is, good to know what it does, so if you see it in someone else's code or whatever. But again, it's just sort of an option. You don't need to use it. So that's a case statement for you, and that's really all I wanted to show you in this video. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you got all this down, then feel free to move on to the next video, and I will see you there.